Hey team, I wanted to make a quick video for you guys about our new program, 22-minute hardcore, because I think that it is going to be a huge hit and it's good to know a little bit about it. So I know that they covered some stuff on the wake up call, but not everybody jumps on those, and sometimes hearing it from somebody that you know or that you've worked with might help it click a little more. But I just want to help you have a successful launch of this program. So the first thing that I did was I watched like a lot of videos that the test groups, like the test group participants made in talking about how their experience was with it. So the first thing is that they said that they were really skeptical about whether or not they would get results, since it's only 22 minutes long. It's a minute warm up with a 20-minute workout and then a minute cool down. So it is only 22 minutes. I'm also skeptical about that. So I was really happy that they said they were skeptical too. And then, obviously, if you've seen some of the pictures from some of the results that these testers had, they had amazing results. So even though it is only 22 minutes a day, it is a 6 days a week program. So that's something cool to know too, is that even though it's only 22 minutes, it is 6 days. You only have one rest day a week. The meal plan is the container system. It goes off of the same guide as the 21 Day Fix or 21 Day Fix Extreme. There is an alternate guide in there that explains to you how to do it without the containers. So they don't have to buy the containers if they don't want to, since the containers don't actually come in the challenge pack. However, I think it's so worth it to have them do the upgrade package where they get the containers and the sandbag. And we'll get to that in a second. The average calorie burn that these participants had in their workouts was about 200 to 250 on the resistance days and 300 to 350 on the core and cardio days. So that is a really, really good calorie burn for a 22-minute workout. I mean, if you think about doubling that, a 40-minute workout, 300 calories, so a 600 calorie burn, I mean, that's like most workouts. So it really is a very tough program, and people will see results if they do both the nutrition guide and the workouts. There is, for us coaches who want to do it, and I highly suggest doing it because, guys, the best way to get people to do these things is for you to share your own results and your own love for them. And 21 Day Fix was a huge, huge, huge hit. And I know for me, it's like my number one selling program. I sell 98% 21 Day Fix or 21 Day Fix Extreme. And I really think that this is the next one that's going to be a big, big hit, because you don't need a ton of equipment like you do with some of the other programs. And you don't need a ton of space like you do with some of the other programs. And you don't need a ton of time. It's just like, 21 Day Fix, people love it because it's 30-minute workouts. Well, now it's even shorter. And it's Okay, so the schedule for the workouts actually rotates between resistance and cardio and core days. So when you do the cardio, that's the 22-minute workout, and then you can add in an extra core workout, which they said is a 10-minute workout, which makes everybody think of like the 10-minute fix for abs, but they said that it is not even comparable, that it is crazy difficult and the hardest ab workout they have ever done. So I'm really excited to try it. In the deluxe kit for coaches, you also get a set of special ops DVDs that have another really good core workout and some other really cool extra add-on workouts. And you get the containers, and you get a sandbag, which is a 20-pound sandbag that you use in the workouts. And I know we have weights and stuff, but it just seems to be I think it'd be way more fun to actually use the sandbag and feel like you're really doing it with them. So, also, I know a lot of us already have containers, but those are great giveaways, guys, and great posts to do about like the next people who join my challenge group with this workout, 22-minute hardcore, will get this set of containers for free. Ways like that to get people into your groups and stuff. So the price difference for the base kit for coaches is where am I right now? So the sandbag alone to add into a workout or into an order is $34.95, $26.41 for coaches. The base kit is $39.90 or $29.93 for coaches. And then the deluxe is $79.80 for the regular or $59.85 for coaches. So it's like an extra $30 to get the deluxe kit, which comes with those portion containers, the sandbag, the special ops workouts, and a Shakeology shaker cup, which is another great giveaway if you already have a few. So I just wanted to cover those pricings for you guys a little bit because as coaches, like I said, it's really good for you to be proof of the product and for you to try this program. I know I'm going to order the deluxe package. I want that sandbag. So the challenge pack cost right now for the base kit with the Shakeology is $140. And there's also an option with this program that's really cool for a performance line challenge pack. So they can get the workouts, the meal plan, and all of that. And instead of with Shakeology, they can do the performance line, and that's also $140. So that's a cool option for your clients as well. When they were asked to compare it to a program that they've already done so that you can kind of know what category it's in, they compared it to Insanity Max 30, except for with some weights. You know, you're either using weights or the sandbag. You are using a chin-up bar or resistance bands, so similar to 21 Day Fix there. So Insanity Max 30, obviously you only use your body weight. So similar to that, but with some extra add-ons. T25, 21 Day Fix also, you know, anything really cardio based, but they said that it just has this really badass boot camp vibe and it's just unlike anything else you've ever done, which makes it fresh and new and nothing like all of the other at-home workouts that we've done and that anyone else has done. So that's really, really exciting. I think it's going to be huge for couples to do together because, you know, a lot of women like to do 21 Day Fix and they want their husbands to do it with them, but they feel like because it's done by a girl that it's just for girls. So this is done by a guy. It's good for both men and women, something for them to really push and do together. I would definitely have your clients get the containers if they're not already customers of yours that have containers from doing 21 Day Fix because you know how helpful those containers are, guys, and you want your clients to get the best results that they can. Also, another tip that they gave was that the modifier doesn't show up on all of the screens in this workout. So something that you really want to make sure that you touch on a lot in your challenge groups as you're helping lead people on this program is give suggestions for ways to modify. You know, talk about those simple modifications like from regular push-up to on your knees, from fast burpees to step out burpees, one leg at a time, stuff like that. Really make sure you touch on those for your challengers as they get started on this in case they're in a position where they need to be starting with modifying. And that's nothing to be ashamed of. That's where they should start. A lot of the testers said that they actually started not using the sandbag and just using lighter weights. And then they worked their way up to the sandbag because it was really difficult. So it's all about where you're at when you start. They also said that it was a really, really tough 8 weeks, but so worth it. You know, people are used to using that 21 Day Fix meal guide for 21 days. This is for 8 weeks. So it's really going to push and really get you some good results, but you've got to work for it. They said to give it the first week and see if the calorie bracket that you were assigned into is right. And this is another thing that I would recommend all of you doing, but also talking about in your challenge group. They said that they were assigned into the first tier for calories and they gave it a week. And after that first week from all the cardio, they were starving. So they bumped themselves up to the second bracket. They still lost weight. They still saw results, gained muscle. They weren't starving. They felt like they had more energy to actually get through their workouts and not sluggish. So telling your challengers about that also is going to be really good for you. One of the testers that I watched was a male, and he said that he would say that this is not a program for bulking up. It's not like a hammer and chisel body beast. Like if men are saying they want to put on a lot of muscle, it's not like that. You're going to put on muscle and tone, but it's not a bulking program. It's much more in the cardio, fine-tuning program area. So that's something good to know as people are asking you about, I really want to put on a lot of muscle. Do you think I could do this military workout? Well, if you want to bulk up, it's not really geared for that. So another cool thing too for your customers when they add on, there's, they can do a challenge pack and then they can do like an add-on where they can add containers, sandbag, kind of like a deluxe purchase, which is another, I think it was like $35 or something like that. You would have to look in your Coach Online office. But it came with, like I said, the extra workouts, and it also comes with a Hell Week challenge card, which is really cool because it's like how it is in the military, and it actually is like assigning them to special workouts, special projects for during that week. So it's called a Hell Week challenge card, and it helps them bump it up to 2 days and stuff like that. So yeah, for $30 more, getting all of that extra stuff in that deluxe package, totally worth it. That's what the program's all about. That's who it's geared for. And I definitely would say order it and start it, because like I said, the best way for you to be successful in helping other people do this is for you to try it, love it, and see results yourself and share about it. Okay? Bye guys.